All right, so here's the deal. Everything that we know is a lie. Everything. They keep us separate from our countries, our borders, our languages, and we're not talking to one another because we're not intended to talk to one another. But this last 100 years has really perpetuated the lying narratives, because now they put the lying narratives on television and they feed people lying narratives. But this last 100 years, everybody has access to Hollywood, and people are coming aware that a lot of the, not a lot, all of the education, and especially the higher academia education, is for the ideals of Satan, because you are totally removed from yourself, from your God within, when you think you're living on a spinning ball and that a man God is going to come and save you from your sins. I've said boldly and at great risk, to mocking, that we come from the moon. We are protected by the moon. We are the water of the moon. We are the stars of the moon. We come from the moon. There is no doubt. But because we can't look at things that we don't think about, we can't consider what is going on here. In my artwork, I revealed that the earth is flat and the sun is what is giving us life. Without the sun, we would have no life. We are encased in a circle of ice. I just wanted to show you this video and, offer, something besides my words. Okay, last night I really started wondering about some of my girlfriends in Kelowna. They called themselves witches, um, but I think they were very decent people, and they weren't really witches in the sense of what we think about witches. You know, brewing up blood and all that. No, witches worship the moon. And all sorts of goddess stuff coming out of the witches, eh? And I just have to wonder. Like, they're unconscious too. Don't get me wrong. My girlfriends are all dead inside. They're just, they're using, well, their spirit knows everything. Like your spirit knows everything. But we're caught in this lie, and you cannot look outside of your lies. You just don't. And the truth never comes out all the way out. And just now, I pulled a card, and it was the moon. I don't know. See, do you see this? It's got a face in it, and it's a female face. And oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you would almost think it was like the sun. And for a sec, I looked, and I thought that looks like the sun with a face in it. But no, the card definitely says the moon. And what number is it? Last night I pulled number 27, the moon. I pulled 27, the star. I don't know if you can see those cards all right. Try and brighten it up in here. Now, tarot cards didn't mean a damn thing to me before a math professor brought them to me to my clinic in about 2016, and they were in this gold box, and he said that he felt compelled to give them to me. And that's how the spirit world works. They work through people. And he felt compelled to give them to me. And there was 78 cards. I didn't believe in tarot. I didn't believe in witches. I wasn't into any of that New Age stuff. In my mind, that was all garbage. But I did know spirit existed. And I had a relationship with my son. But here I have these 78 cards, the year my son was born, 1978. And the first three I pulled were the star, the moon, and the sun. So I use them. I do not use anybody's guidebook. He didn't give me a guidebook on what these stupid cards mean. So I had to use my own spirit to look at them and decide what they mean based on my story, based on my feelings. And as it is coming together, it's becoming more and more clear that there's messages in here, like, believe it or not, from my son. He was born on the 27th. And I pulled that card last night to indicate to you that we are all stars. We are all Christ. Christ is a star. Yes, that's the truth. You are a star. Your beams in your eyes won't die. And it's just so lied to. We're in a recycled trap on Earth. And this face in here is number 28. It says the moon that I just pulled now. 28 is the day my son died. And I'm looking at the face of the angry woman in the moon. And these dogs and reptiles looking up at it. You see that? Dogs and reptiles looking up at that angry moon. Number 28. That's a significant date for me. And so is number 27th. So let's keep chatting. But, you know, I noticed that there's a lot of people getting it. There are more videos coming out where men are understanding the truth of how significantly we have been lied to, and you just virtually cannot trust your education at all since daycare. And you sure as shit can't trust your imagination. And what you do is okay, because unless it's really okay, it's not okay. You're going to feel it because you're Christ. And they're soul harvesting us. I don't know if they really can. I just think we can live in regret for eternity. I think we can live as slaves for eternity. No, these people are fallen stars, and you're mimicking them through Hollywood, and you're allowing the lies to perpetuate. You're not asking questions like, why do we have to have so many different languages, and why do each of the languages change through the generations? Like, I can't read 16th century English. Why not? Because they change it in every which way, generationally, country, because that's how they keep us stupid. You know, what we're trained about the moon, other people in other lands could have said, hey, no, the moon's not like that at all. But they really outdid themselves this time. You know, Judge Millian, the People's Court judge, I watch her to see her reptilian ways. All judges are Freemasons. And they twist the truth, and they twist how to think about people. You know, they make it sound very logical, you know, how to demonize people. And it's in every single agency of the government. Every university department already has a set program. They already have Aristotle, Einstein, Darwin, all of them. They are set in, they're cartoon characters, but there's an intention behind it to dupe you from your reality. And I see, you know, men are getting that we're being lied to. I see them on BitChute. I can see there's really good videos out there right now. But they won't sit with a woman. They won't sit with a right brain. They sit with other men or women who are like men and agree with men. Honestly, I don't know any women. I don't know any women. I don't. Because women, real women, scream in pain over what men are doing. Women with intuition see all. But she doesn't have it anymore. I had no intuition as my son was being raped by my husband, or my granddaughter was being raped by my boyfriend. Zero intuition. And I thought I was conscious about sexual abuse because I was sexually abused. I was a counselor. I'm conscious about sexual abuse. I don't see it. I don't see it in my son or my granddaughter. No, didn't see it at all. Neither do any women. And they won't believe you if you try and tell them. They'll say, no, not humanly possible. I would have said that about Gary. No. My eyes were open before I died. Beings of light, golden beings of light, and my deceased son opened my eyes. And I saw where I lost my intuition. I saw every time something was going on. And I have to live with that. Because I saw it, but I didn't see it. Do you see me? Or hear me? Or feel me? I saw it, but I didn't. Not until I woke up. Not until 2016. So, you know, a lot of what I say comes from the impressions that I got that day in September 2016. And it takes a lot of nerve to say what I say about our past lives, and that Trevor and I are soulmates, and we've been around many, 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 many times. And so have you. But they're creating a lifestyle so dysfunctional that we cannot function. And the suffering of the children is too much to bear for people like Trevor and me who feel and see. So you can go ahead and talk about the bad news all you want on the podcast. If your thoughts and feelings aren't with the children, then your thoughts and feelings aren't with Christ. And you're a dog and a reptile. And you're not doing nothing. And the moon's looking at you. And you're recording your life. So instead of worrying about this Moses as God, who's got all the commandments and a list of just like artificial intelligence, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rules here. You have one while you are on earth. Thou shalt have no other gods before thee. That's before you. You are Christ at infancy. Now your parents and our generational issues have been hijacked mentally. And our minds and languages are all wrong. Even in Quebec, I noted, I can't speak French, but I started to. I figured out a few words here, and they're all wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. And people don't realize this song, Frere Jacques and Alouette, that you all know for a good reason. They're brainwashing songs. The things that you all know are brainwash. The things that you all know are brainwash. It is the ones with unique insight that you need to start listening to. Now, another thing I noticed about the male podcasters, you know, they've got the intel. They seem to, they're parroting it anyway, but it's not sitting in their hearts. It's not reaching their souls. They're actors, and they're doing it for money and all other causes other than the reality that man is destroying Christ here through the ideals of Satan. Because there's no demon named Satan, but it's ideals from education and the scriptures. And we have to start knowing that everything we know is a lie, and learn how to reach into your own emotions, your own intelligence, your own imagination, and figure it out. I see people are doing that. I see people are moving beyond the system now. More like I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. But I just am not thrilled when I don't see any women doing any talking at all. And I think it's because they don't have any intuition. Like I didn't. And when you don't have intuition, ladies, you're useless. Pretty much. You are a slave to man. If you knew your intuition and your strength and your power and your glory, you would never turn it over to man. You can't. You're the creator. But all of your responsibilities are gone. So it has to be a stand-up time, and it has to be this life, because Hollywood really did it to us. I think we get about 100 years, but Hollywood really did it to us. And people you dearly love may not love you anymore. And you'll not know until death. because imagination is so corrupt here. You don't know your people. I did not know my people. Trust me. You don't know people. You can't judge because you don't know. So today, everybody's suspect. Everybody, because I don't know what channel they watch at home in the secret. And they know how to act. Everyone knows how to act. Put out stories. Make it sound true. Nope. It's got to stop. And it's got to stop. It's going to stop with women. But I don't see them. I don't see them. Where are you?